Hi. Do you have any idea what's happening today? Let me explain it to you. That is a motor. Okay, an engine for you guys that want to get all anal and technical. So, I got a guy right now posting on one of my videos, and he's like, you use the term motor. Motors are electric. Gasoline engines are engines. They're not motors. And he's been posting this argument, and he keeps telling me, just Google it, you'll find out. Yeah, because everything that you Google is 100% accurate, right? If you get hung up on whether or not this is a motor or an engine, just stop it. Come on. So, there's a company out there. There's a couple of them. One of them is, you might have heard of it, it's called Ford Motor Company. There's another one called General Motors. What do they make? Oh, they manufacture electric motors, right? That's all they make. Like I said, if you're getting hung up on whether this is called a motor or an engine, stop. Nobody cares. You need to get a life. It's a motor engine. It's interchangeable. Just because somebody calls this a motor doesn't mean that's wrong. Okay? So I guess GM and Ford have no idea what they're doing, right? It's just stupidity. Stop it. But that's not what this video is about. This video is about something totally different. This is a Ford motor. It's a 5-liter V8 with GT40 heads. But that's not what this video is about either. So, what this video is about that. So, I know a lot of you have probably, if you've worked on anything at all, you've had to deal with broken bolts, right? Well, you can see the motor's, getting to the point where it's almost done. And guess what? It has a broken bolt in it. So, of course, me being an automotive guru, I thought, no problem. I'll just drill it out, right? I'm sure you've been there. So, it had a broken bolt here, and I went ahead and I drilled it out and got it out. And then I'm drilling this bolt out, and like happens occasionally, the drill bit broke off in the bolt. Now, this changes the equation completely because drill bits or screw extractors are hardened steel. And so it's very difficult to get those out, especially if it's a small drill bit. There's a little 1/8" drill bit busted off right in the center of that because I was drilling a pilot hole. So now we got a big problem. So I thought, well, I didn't really have the right chisel for the right size, because a lot of times what you can do is you can take a chisel and you can kind of break up, because the drill bit or the screw extractor is hard steel. So if you go in there, and the hard way to get it out is to take a chisel and start beating on it, tapping on it, and you just break it up in pieces and it comes out. But that's time consuming, and a lot of times you end up damaging the area. You can see I kind of was working on this. But I stopped because this is a machined surface where the water pump goes. I don't want to damage this. So, what to do, right? So I go to Harbor Freight, which, I don't know, might not have been the best decision, but I bought a chisel there, and it actually worked pretty good. So I got the chisel. So I go to Harbor Freight during rush hour, of course, which, by the way, if you ever come to Phoenix, Arizona, and you drive anywhere during rush hour on the freeways, there's always going to be one guy, like, way up in front of the line that slows down to 50 miles an hour in a 65-mile-an-hour zone for no reason whatsoever, other than the fact that maybe 8 lanes over on the other side of the freeway, on the other side of a concrete barrier, there's a highway patrolman that has somebody pulled over. And so they see the red and blue lights and they decide, oh gosh, I better slow way down and completely cause a traffic jam for no reason whatsoever other than the fact that I'm stupid. So be prepared to deal with that. But that's not what this video is about. So anyway, I get a chisel and I start chiseling on this, and it becomes very apparent that I'm going to damage this area. So, but now we come to the cool part of the video, because I'm going to introduce you to like the coolest tool that I have ever purchased in years. I mean, this is like my favorite tool. This is more of a favorite tool of mine than like a seat and guide machine or whatever. This tool is cool. Now it's a little bit expensive. It's around $100, but I want to show you how this works. This is the most amazing tool you can ever get, and it's a complete game changer as far as getting this kind of stuff out, because you will never again get stressed out or worry or damage this area getting these out. It's now become extremely easy to do. Check this out. So this little jewel here is called the rescue bit. This is made by a company in Florida called Wise Tools. And it's really the only place in the country or the world that I could find one of these. But the rescue bit, and you can go on YouTube and you can watch their videos. This thing is basically designed to cut through anything, especially or specifically drill bits and easy outs. And that little tool right there was $100. So what we're going to do now, I'll read you the instructions here, because in the video online they show them using this at high speed, but what these instructions say here, it says, attention, please read. It is important to drill slow when using the rescue bit. By drilling slow, you will help extend the life of the tool. Used in a high-speed device such as a die grinder, your rescue bit will allow you to get the job done faster, but it will wear the tip of the rescue bit down quicker. Remember that most metals have different speeds in which they drill better at, so always start slow and work your way up, etc., etc. So basically, I'm going to drill this slow, and the reason I'm going to drill it slow is because this little guy here was about $100 if you had shipping in. So, and it's a 1/4 inch in diameter, and it's got 2 ends on it. So, I don't totally know what this is made out of, but it's shiny. So, as you can see, we got a live patient here. So I take this thing off, and I'm going to put this in the drill. I've already got that center punched, and we're going to see what this thing does. Rescue bit. We're gonna rescue this motor. So this thing has basically already been center punched. Well, it is definitely drilling that hardened steel. So if we take a look at this here, man, does this thing work. Now, of course, I drilled it out for a helicoil, but if you look how deep we are into that hole, that's probably, and off camera I spent about 10 minutes on this. But this, remember, this had a drill bit broken off in it. And you can see how deep this bit's going in. I'm about a little more than halfway through that bolt. This is a broken drill bit that not a single drill bit I had would touch this. And I am pretty significantly into this hole here. So I mean, obviously it did take some effort, but But this little guy here does everything that they said it would. I probably could go a lot faster on this job and like they said, if you put this in a die grinder and you're in a hurry. But the problem is, after spending this much money on this tool, I'm going to spend it slow and take my time because I want this thing to last a long time based on the money I spent on it. So this is wiseautotools.com is the name of the place. Wise Auto Tools, W-I-S-E. And again, this is a tool they make called the Rescue Bit. And another thing I noticed is when I was cutting this, I mean, I was getting pretty aggressive with it as far as the pressure I was putting on it, and there was lots of metal, and it literally turned everything that's coming out of there. That hard bit is literally turning into powder. It's iron filing, so it's not like there's big chunks of steel, you know, streaming out of there, or chips like there would be with a drill bit. This thing is literally reducing that drill bit to powder. And it doesn't seem like this thing didn't even get warm. I mean, after that, I could feel the block area where I was grinding it was actually pretty warm. This was cold. So I'm not sure exactly how they make this thing, but this thing's phenomenal. So I recommend it. I'm not really doing any kind of promotion for this company. Actually, I probably should have called them and asked them to. Maybe I would have got this free. So, but remember, again, it's Rescue Bit and it's wiseautotools.com. So hopefully this gives you somewhere to turn when you have one of these problems. This block's going to be just fine. It's a larger hole. I'm going to put a Healy coil in it, and we'll be ready to rock and roll. So thanks for watching. I appreciate you. Ask any questions you may have down below. Make sure you subscribe. And also check me out on Facebook at MyVintageIron7512 if you have questions or comments. I'll get to them as soon as I can, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks. You want to be a video star? How am I going to make a video if you want to sit in my lap? Okay. Oh, no, you're such a big baby. He's a big baby. He can't stand it. Can't stand when I make YouTube videos? No? You just got to be part of the action? Well, you're a YouTube star now. Actually, you're not. This is not going to go on YouTube. What am I going to do with you? I am never going to get anything done with you out here. I should put you outside where it's cold, huh? Huh? Should I do that? No? Should we do that? Okay. I'm hungry. Want to go eat? Yeah, go eat. Okay, come on, let's go. So again, this is a company called Wise Tool, and they make this tool called Now this will help you if that's good for the 460 cylinder head. Gosh.